What's up, YouTube? Want to do a video on the 2023 Hyundai Venue, give you my thoughts on it. I have now put 1,500 miles on it, and just wanted to give you my thoughts on it, on this compact SUV, which, since we're looking at it, I don't really consider this a compact SUV. I consider it more like an oversized hatchback, but I guess it can be classified as SUV because of how high it sits. It only sits 6.7 inches off the ground, but I don't know really how they got the classification of an SUV, because to me it's like an oversized hatchback. But it does, this is the SEL model, which is the middle trim, which is one of the most bangs for your buck in my opinion, minus the one fact that you know, have a key. But that's my only downside. Otherwise it would have been probably absolutely perfect. So we got 17-inch out. Oh, and one other thing which I dislike, which is exterior also. So we got 17-inch alloy wheels there, and I call it my little go-kart because it looks like a little go-kart. Those roof rails are additional. I think they added $250, and you can take them off. I was planning on selling them, I just haven't got around to it because I'm not going to use those. Here's the grill. My other dislike, besides having to have a key, is the fact it does not have LED lights. But I did read that the limited model, which is the top trim, does have the LED lights, and it does have the push start. So you have to go, those are two things that you really want as far as having push start and LED lights. You have to go to the limited trim. However, you're going to miss out on one of the goodies in the inside, which is having wireless CarPlay. And so here is the back. Not much space. Let me try to show you. So not much space at all. I actually just got a trunk organizer to stick back here because I'm coming from a Durango, so I'm used to having space under here, which you do have some space under here because you got your spare tire, and I was able to stick a couple things under there, tire thing, my little cart. But it's not like meant to be a storage compartment like how I had in my Durango. You do get a privacy cover, which is nice. So that's the trunk. Moving to the back seat. Now, because I do a bunch of delivery and stuff in this car, I have this seat cover thing up. But if I just remove that, nor my bags, I just want to show that this does not have a middle section here where you could usually have additional cup holders. So you will not get that if that is something that is important to you. Now moving to the inside of the car. As you can see, we have 1,500. You can see the animations that it gives. And I just want to point out, see how when you open the door, that does that animation. Just a nice little small feature. Here's the startup of it. Make sure I turn off the radio here. So that's the startup. Okay, there we go. That's the startup. It's going to start up about 1.3 RPMs, and then once it's ready to settle, it's going to be at 0.8.9. So I usually just let it, you know, this is my first startup of the day. So that was a true cold start for you guys. So you can see the animations here. This will change color if you change the color of the drive mode. So it does have a sport mode in which it will change these red. Okay, well, it used to change the red. I'm not sure why it's not changing colors at the moment, but when you put it in the sport, that blue part will change red. Now, I tried to drive in the sport one time. I tried to drive in the sport on highway. I no longer drive in sport at all, because what I found, it just basically just revs it really high, in the like high threes, almost in 4. Got up to 4. And I can go that same speed in normal and not be revving that high, just be in the 2s and maybe sometimes 3. So I don't even drive in sport mode anymore. And of course, I haven't tested snow mode. I'm not really sure what snow mode is going to do, considering this car only has 120 horsepower, so not really sure what it's going to do there. But here's your steering wheel and your look that you have here. The best thing about this, you do get the wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which for this car was I was 23 something, because I was 24, high 24 out the door. So you do get the wireless CarPlay. You do get sunroof automatically. So for a car at this price point, like, to me, that's good value right there. Of course, it's cloth seats and everything. You do get the Venue on your mats in the front. And you do get a nice design on the seat here. I got all my seats covered. So let me see if I can show it to you here. Okay, so you do get that little bar design there. So that's nice. The console area is small. It's very small here. And this has been an adjustment with my cup holders being so low coming from the Durango. I'm used to everything like up, and so all this is low. I do have my little car gap thing here because I need some more space, but it really doesn't work. I mean, it's working, but usually I used to keep it on the passenger side, but I can't because of how low this sits. So I've been having it here right next to the emergency brake. The other nice thing is it does have all the ports, so both USB and USB-C, so it's ready for the future. I do like the way that the climate controls look. This is just a screen. You cannot do anything with that. You control everything here and here. So this area here I am pleased with. I do like how it looks. I do like having an all digital display. And I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry, I'm in the garage, but I just felt the need to want to do this video really quick. So it's like a little gap here, which is my first car to have like a little gap here, but it works out perfect for my sunglass case holder. So I just throw all my sunglasses right there. You do get some side pockets. Now, in my opinion, the side pockets are not that big, as you can see, and they're not that wide. Like, you can get like a regular water bottle. So like, you know, like the skinny type water bottle will fit, but I don't think my fat water bottle, like my 20 ounce I be getting from Sam, the Sam type will like fit, for example. So other than that, let's show you some things, the settings you can. So this middle, you can have you can do this. You can look at your sense refueling, the total. So this is the total since I've had the car. So I've been averaging 27.5. This has been with a lot of idling, of course, because I do routes. So this does factor into route idling. So I'm still pleased with this, considering where I came from, which was a Durango. I would be pleased with anything better than that. You do get all these options here. You can change the cluster colors. So you can change them to red. This is what color is supposed to go to when I put it in sport mode. And then you do have those options to do that. You can get some other options there. I usually come here when I want to do the door, depending on, like, say, example, I'm doing a route. So because it's a key, I leave the car running sometimes. So I sometimes go here to set it to unlock when I put the car in park, and then usually when I'm not doing a route, I leave it on, unlocking the doors when I take my key out. So just some little things like that. Convenience, some other type of things there. So that's how you can see your oil change. And pressing it again. Oh, hold on. That every? It was like another one. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm now stuck in the menu. I'm trying to get it back. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then tire pressure. So that's what I got stuck in the menu there. So that is that. See, to show you what the regular radio looks like. So this is the view of like the regular radio. No XM Series XM radio. So if that's a big deal to you, it does not come on this trim. I'm not 100% sure if it comes on the limited trim or not. But just so you know, it doesn't come in this trim. And if you was to get this vehicle, you definitely want to make sure you go to the settings and go to sound and do the radio noise, because at first it sounds really, really low. And that's because they had it like on minimum noise reduction for whatever reason. So you want to change the original sound to get the true sound. Speaking of sound, that's the other thing I'm really impressed with this vehicle. Considering, you know, like cheap vehicles and just factory, you know, all factory. I'm a bass. I like bass in my music, and Dodge does a great job with their regular factory bass settings. This is highly impressive. This has been one of the better ones, the best out of all the little like this type of car. Like sounds better than Toyota. Who else got some weak sounds? Mazda, Chevy. Oh, Chevy's so terrible. And we're talking about like stock radio, of course. Kia, yeah, the sound Kia with the Harman sounds a little it's better than their bass, but it's not. It's Hyundai by far is like better than them. So as far as like Nissan, in my opinion, this sounds like a little better than the Nissan Sentra. Nissan Sentra have like a bass edition, which helps with the bass, but it's not as clean and, you know, good sounding as, in my opinion, this is. So very pleased with that, because that's like one of the things, you know, is, you know, worrying about the sound of the radio, and I'm pleased with this for sure. You got some quick start buttons which you can set to something. You also have a start button over here where you can use that to set it to go to something fast too. In regards to the I was trying to find the car sticker for you guys. In regards to, let me see. Okay, here we go. So you what the added features were. So those were the added features right here, which is the cargo tray, the carpeted mats. Let me, because you know these companies like to charge for everything, especially Kia, Hyundai, like to charge for mats and whatnot. So they like to charge $210 for mats, $120 for that cargo tray, $30. Oh, yeah. Apparently, I have a first aid kit. I forgot. I think I put it in the bottom. And then those roof racks are $250. But this is with destination. This is the MSRP, $23,345. Once again, this is for the SEL model. This is the MPG. So 29, mine said 27.5. Like I said, keep that in mind with a bunch of idling. If you do a lot of idling, I will always take 2 MPG miles off the MPG for the city to get what you really should be expecting. Here's a look at the other thing I like about this Hyundai, and this probably comes on all their Hyundais, I would guess, is the warranty. Of course, is great, but all their safety features, very safe. It does have blind spot. I don't know if you can see that right there. It does have blind spot collision warning. Like, it will let you know if you are going to collide. It does let you know when the car in front of you is going away and you need to pay attention and start driving. So I really love that it has all these safety features. The blind spot, that the collision. It just has a lot of good little features, I must say, for a car being only, like I said, $23,345. So out the door, because I got a $400 rebate, and then tax, title, license, out the door was, like I said, 24. It was high 24. I can't remember the exact number, but it was high 24. So I'm right under 25. Basically, I'm under 25. And so that's a good deal for me. That's a good deal for me. As far as the driving, 120 horsepower. Of course, that's an adjustment coming from a Durango and previously owning a Camaro V8. But, you know, what I needed this car for was just driving around the city. I do a lot of city driving, and that's what I needed something for. And it's good for that. So it's a good A to B car. It's a good commuter car. It's a good get you from point A to point B car. I don't never have problems as far as, getting up to speed on the highway. Get up to 85 and I'm good for cruising at that speed. That's fast. That's plenty fast enough for me. You can get up to 90 if you need to. 93, I think that was the highest I've done so far. But usually 85, and that's my usually cruising high speed. As far as passing around things, you do want to be. You can pass, but sometimes it's gonna take a little bit to get past. Like for example, I was next to a truck. I wanted to pass. You definitely gotta. I don't think I was gunning enough, but definitely you want to go ahead and gun it if you're really trying to get around something, and be strategic with how you plan to pass things. But other than that, once you, like I said, get up to speed, you're fine. So that's all you need to do. So let me know if you have any questions. I think it's a good car to get if you're looking for a budget friendly car that has a lot of bang for the buck. I don't think you're gonna find anything else better in the market as far as with all the safety features, the wireless, having wireless Apple CarPlay, which is a huge feature for me. Now I will say this really quick. Sometimes it doesn't connect. Sometimes I have a little bit of issues connecting. I would say probably 10-15% it doesn't connect, and then sometimes like you're driving it randomly connect. And it does sound different with the playing through the AirPlay, CarPlay versus the Bluetooth. So just FYI. But I think this is a good little car if you need like a little commuter car. You want to get a car for your teen or something. Look at good commuter car, good car for doing routes, gig work type stuff. Yeah, I think it's good for that. So like I said, can't beat wireless CarPlay. You can't beat blind spot, having all the safety features, a full digital display, a sunroof. What else? You got USB-C. All cars are not coming with USB-C. So, like I said, you get a lot. Sorry, this video is long, but I just want to give an overall comprehensive owner vehicle review from me owning this car, and I just want to, let you guys know about all the good little features. If you can get past the looks of it, the inside is what matters, and it does great. The air feels great. Everything is I've been pleased. I'm not displeased with my purchase at all for the value. And I went out looking for cheap cars, and in my opinion, this was like one of the better values of what you can find for this price point. So let me know if you have any questions. As far as everything we went over, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, later.